spotlighted some of the brightest talent in the Sunshine State. Players such as Clarence Gilbert of Dillard High School in Fort Lauderdale. Also in South Florida, the prize catch for Miami Senior High School, Antonio Latimer. And moving up to North Central Florida, we saw Gainesville High School super sophomore, the sensational Melvin McCray. Tonight, that spotlight is reserved for Ted Dupay. The senior from Cape Coral Mariner needs 25 points to become the all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida. But hold on. Port Charlotte center Leighton Bowie has other things on his mind. Cape Coral Mariner hosts Port Charlotte next on Sunshine Network.
Tonight, from Mariner High School in Cape Coral, Florida, it's a Southwest Florida rivalry as the Port Charlotte Pirates meet the Cape Coral Mariner Tritons. And hi again, everybody. I'm Sean Awachar. So happy you can be with us. Plenty of storylines tonight. First, crosstown rivals who are both highly ranked. Mariner comes into this game number 2 in 6A, while Port Charlotte comes in number 2 in 5A. But the storyline that supersedes them all, Teddy Dupay. Tonight, he can set history, make history, if you will. For with 25 more points, he will become the state's all-time scoring leader. Now let's send it down to two guys who know how to handle the rock, Andrew Monaco and Charles Davis.
Thank you so much, Sean. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Andrew Monaco, and a chance for history tonight. In a place that they call the Boiler Room, Charles, the intensity gets fired up a little bit more because of these two rivals.
Big-time rivals. Not much distance separates the two schools. And last year, Port Charlotte took a great delight in putting Mariner out of the state playoffs.
Well, they knocked Mariner out, and Port Charlotte has a man in the middle, Leighton Bowie, who can score a lot of points.
We're here to talk about other people, but Leighton Bowie is the big guy in the middle. 6'7", 37 points and 22 rebounds, and putting Mariner out of the state playoffs last year. He's going to the College of Charleston, and he's going to be a big-time player.
Well, if you want to talk about Cape Coral Mariner, I have two words for you. Ted Dupay.
Needs 25 points tonight to break the all-time scoring record set by Chris Corchiani of 3,435 points, and he might get them in the middle of the second quarter, Andrew. This guy can shoot it from deep, had 48 points his last game out, 40 of them in the second half.
A couple of rivals will meet this evening, Cape Coral Mariner and Port Charlotte. Tough guards. We jump it up, and we're underway. Port Charlotte has the ball first. Looking to strike quick. Bowie on the baseline. He drives and hits. Leighton Bowie gets things started, averaging over 20 points per game. Is Bowie. Now it's time for Mariner. The jumper. Ernest Graham, he hits. Don't blink. It may be one of those kind of games. You may miss something. Tied at 2 in the early going in our first quarter. Glad you're with us. Sunshine Network High School Champion Series from Cape Coral, Florida. Francois Montanet. Entry pass. Josh Klein lays it in, and 50% from the free throw line, and he misses. Can't convert the three-point play from the line. Ted Dupay with the ball in his hand. Crossover, entry, turnover. Bowie intercepted by Dupay. The other way. Ted Dupay, his first 2 points of the game. Let the countdown begin. He needs 23 to become the all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida. We are tied at 4. Orloff Civil, right side, Bowie. Cross court. Okonkwo to Bowie. Drives the lane. He gets fouled. He'll be called for a travel. He was bumped. Went up for the shot. Came back to the ground. Called for a traveling violation.
See the pass cross court to him, trying to get Leighton Bowie inside the lane there. That was good defense inside by Mariner. Even though they play with essentially 4 guards, they're very tough on defense, playing almost strictly man-to-man.
Graham from the baseline, his second basket. He's got 4. And Mariner leads for the first time. 6-4. Port Charlotte. Civil, guarded by Dupay. Right side, Bowie. Bowie being guarded by Delvis Diaz, pokes away. Bowie gets it back. May have gotten away with a push. Civil to a cutting Montenegro line more times than Montenegro. In and out on the second. Loose underneath. Off Bowie. There's a look at the head coach of Cape Coral Mariner, Frank Morris. Bill Specht, excuse me, for Port Charlotte in his third season. Cape Coral with the ball. Ernest Graham to Dupay. Both those guys are going to the University of Florida. Dupay to play basketball. Graham to play football. Dupay is fouled as he goes up. Orloff Civil.
Orloff Civil has a tough job tonight, Andrew. He's the guy who's going to have to go out and guard Ted Dupay. And Ted Dupay is so tough off the dribble. You see him with a killer crossover. We've talked about that in other games. Great crossover. I thought Civil did a great job staying in defensive position, and I almost thought the referee wasn't going to make the call, but I think he ended up looking at it almost like a second look and decided he needed to make that call.
If you're going to score 41 and a half a game, you have to get to the free throw line. Dupay does. Now 5 points for Ted Dupay. 9-5 Mariner lead. Largest lead for Mariner in the early going. Bowie spin in the lane. Shot is up. It is good, and he's foul play. Can't do it. Offensive rebound, Josh Klein. He's back up with it. Blocked. Loose. Delvis Diaz has the ball. Dupay for three. Got it. Ted Dupay with 8:17 to go, and they count it down here at the boiler room of Mariner High School. 12-7 Mariner. Almost losing control. Okonkwo regains. Up top to Montenegro. Drives on Diaz. Nice move for the big man. Montenegro at 6'3". Civil. Two-man game with Bowie. Bowie's in the lane. Spots up, in and out, loose. Bowie battles, regained by Noel West. Dupay in the lane, nowhere to go. Goes off to Graham. For three, Ernest Graham, got it. Ernest Graham with 7, Ted Dupay with 8, and Mariner has a 15-7 lead. Dupay knocks the ball out of bounds. A quick start to our game. Ted Dupay. He's got Mariner up 15-7. Coral Mariner with a 15-7 lead early so far. A two-man game. Ernest Graham and this man, Ted Dupay.
You see Ted Dupay, we talked about all his scoring prowess, but he did it defensively there with a great crossover move and showing the left hand. Young people take note. It's okay to use it. And here he is pulling up for the three. When you talk about Ted Dupay, you have to jump on him as soon as he crosses half court because he's really 2 dribbles away from being a scoring threat. I think Port Charlotte has to start looking at doubling him and making him give it up. But if Ernest Graham continues to hit those shots that he's hitting, that's going to make Mariner very, very tough tonight to defend.
In this first quarter, there is Ted Dupay. Dupay with 8 points. He needs 17 to become the all-time career scoring leader in Florida. Off to a rip-roaring start. There is the countdown. They've had that countdown here at the boiler room since he was within striking distance. Port Charlotte with the basketball, down by 8.
I think at this point, Andrew, you need to look to Port Charlotte to try and pound it inside and go right there to their guy, number 42, Leighton Bowie.
They went to Bowie. The jump ball situation. Possession arrow goes to Cape Coral Mariner.
Excellent defense on the inside by Mariner, which is not their strength because they usually play with 4 guards. But Ernest Graham, a strong guy, going to Florida, as you mentioned, on a football scholarship, did a great job blocking that shot.
Dupay with the crossover. Mac Mitchell can't get the layup to fall. Bowie with the rebound. Josh Klein gives to Civil on the baseline. Intercepted. Montenegro able to re-steal. And goes up top to Civil. Civil off to the baseline, laid up and in. Louis Okonkwo's first bucket. 15-9. Dupay for 3 off the front rim. Mac Mitchell with the putback. Mitchell Mitchell, the offensive rebound. Second chance point. Lost out of bounds. Mariner basketball. Port Charlotte a little sloppy, and Mariners really making the Pirates pay for their turnovers early on.
They really are. I think that Port Charlotte has the right idea trying to pound it inside the buoy, but they need to make sure that he gets it in a position to score, not so far out in the perimeter where the little guys can get to the ball.
What a dish by Dupay. Diaz couldn't finish. He goes back up, misses. Bowie can't gain control. Montanay can. Dupay drove baseline, had the good look. Diaz just couldn't get the layup to fall. Montanay's entry is stolen. Dupay up ahead. He'll stop and pop. Off the front rim, Josh Klein with a big rebound, and he is fouled by Noel West. If it is West, it's his second.
And he's a guy that's really indispensable for Mariner. You know, in a couple of games when Dupay's been held down, of course, him being held down is about 25 points.
That's right.
Noel West one time scored 55 this year, so he's a guy that they need to have on the floor because he's the second part of that two-man threat.
The senior Orloff Civil for Port Charlotte on the baseline. Okonkwo in and out, no good. Loose in the lane. Graham came up with the loose ball. Dupay across half court. Ted Dupay gets it to fall. He's got 10.
Big time shot there, Andrew, and you notice again that was with the left hand. That wasn't a layup. That was a shot from about 10 feet off of the drive.
Josh Klein lost it off his hip, out of bounds. 19-9 and Port Charlotte calls it 20. There's the left by Dupay.
We talked about a couple times already, Andrew. Young people, again, take note. It's okay to use your opposite hand because that develops you as a scoring threat even more so than normal because now you can get your shot against any type of a defense, any type of a situation. I love the way that young man plays. He's very quick on the trigger, and I mean that as a compliment, not as a gunner, but he can create his own shot because he's so quick with the basketball.
There's a look at Dupay as we look at Mariners bench. And on that bench, they're led by Frank Morris. Second season here at Cape Coral after 26 years at St. Agnes in Long Island. Ed Dupay, guarded by Sybil. He'll fire the three from the corner and hits. Ed Dupay's second three. He has 13. 12 to go for the record. 22-9 Mariner. Okonkwo with nowhere to go. Goes up top to Sybil. Montanay on the baseline. Diaz comes out. Josh Klein. Sybil. Guarded by Dupay. Up top is Bowie. Bowie has the ball. He'll stop as the ball knocked away by Ernest Graham. Another turnover forced. Graham comes the other way. Graham drives and he's fouled by Bowie.
Interesting matchup created there by Frank Morris. A good job of coaching, I think, because what he's done is he's taken a smaller guy, Graham, and put him on Bowie, and he got the steal. And this is where we see the continuation. See Graham getting into the lane using that strong body of his to draw the foul off of Bowie. But he put Graham, the smaller guy, on the taller guy, Bowie. He's done a great job on him thus far.
Dupay off the back iron. Misfires. Okonkwo with the rebound. Josh Klein. Now to Okonkwo. Goes to the crossover of his own. Leighton Bowie. Cross foot. Klein. Jumper from 17. Too strong. Diaz battles. Dupay comes up with the loose ball. His team ahead 22-9 with a minute to play in the first quarter. Cross court. Mac Mitchell for three. No good. Diaz offensive rebound. Spin blocked by Bowie. And Noel West came in and Ernest Graham. Make it Graham, number 32, who got the arm of Bowie after the rebound and picks up the personal as Bill Speck trying to get his team fired up. His team was fired up in the beginning.
Yeah, they were, and Dupay and Graham coming out hitting those three-point bombs really took a little wind out of their sails, but they seem to be recovering, and they're trying to get themselves back into it. They really need to keep Bowie inside that painted area and not out on the perimeter.
Sybil's layup is no good. Bowie with the offensive. Second free throw is good. He nails both. And he has 6.
Don't be surprised here, Andrew, to see Port Charlotte come with some type of a trap or some other type of a gimmick defense now. They want to show different looks.
against Mariner to make sure that Dupay has to think before he makes any kind of moves. I wouldn't be surprised to see a trapping instead coming up here.
Now on defense on the far end of the court is Dupay, guarded by Orloff Civil. Now Dupay to the top of the key. Noel West with the basketball. Gives to Dupay. Clock hits 10 seconds. There it is, lower right-hand corner of the screen. Dupay draws the double team. Gives off. Mitchell drives. Blocked by Bowie. Can they get a shot off at the buzzer? Montanet gets the shot off. It would not have counted. Took just a little bit too much time. Francois Montanet and the Port Charlotte Pirates are down by 11. Ted Dupay, 13 points in the first quarter. Get the basketball to start things in the second quarter. They're down by 11, are the Pirates. Andrew Monaco along with Charles Davis and Sean Abishire. Sunshine Network High School Champion Series here in Cape Coral, Florida. We thank you for being with us. Okonkwo fakes the jumper in the lane. He drives. Nice. Up and under by Okonkwo. His second bucket. He has 4. Dupay. It's the screen set for him. Cuts through a double team. Offensive foul on Ted Dupay.
Nice coaching job in that situation by Bill Speck, because we talked about going into the last possession of the first quarter. Don't be surprised if they start trapping and trying to make Dupay give up the ball. That's what they did on that possession. He ended up getting an offensive foul.
Sean Abishire's here in the gym. We go to him. Sean?
Here with Vito Minona, the athletic director of Mariner High School, and we're here in the boiler room, and you were telling me just before we came on air about the atmosphere all week at Mariner High School.
The atmosphere here has been amazing. We've had awesome school spirit all week long. There have been cameras, microphones, people calling from far away as Orlando, Atlanta. It's just a real excitement.
Well, I know he's a little bit busy. He wants to go down and get ready to stop the game when the record is broken. Thank you so much. Andrew?
Thank you, Sean. Our thanks to Vito Minona, the AD at Cape Coral Mariner, also to Don Sanford, AD at Port Charlotte, for all their help. What a terrific atmosphere, an electric atmosphere here at Mariner High School. Port Charlotte has cut this lead to 7. Cross court. Josh Klein goes up top to Okonkwo. Klein looking inside. Can't find Montanet, who's calling for the ball. Good touch pass. Bowie lays it in. And he has 8.
Excellent job by Port Charlotte on the defensive end first, and then showing great patience on offense. As you mentioned, great touch pass to get it inside the Bowie for the basket.
Noel West uses glass. His first 2 points of the game. 24-17. Orloff Civil. Angles to the right side. No one comes out to challenge him. Montanet above the arc. Ball on the floor. Stolen. Ted Dupay. He's got Bowie to beat. He'll stop. Pop from 3. Rolls out. Picked in. Noel West. Couple of baskets here in the second quarter. 4 for West. Bowie's on the inside. Spins, fires, and hits. Leighton Bowie's in double figures. And another turnover, and this time it is Mariner with the turnovers.
And this is exactly what Bill Speck needs to have his ball club get back into this ball game, and they're starting to do it. What they've done is they've sped it up enough for Mariner that they've gotten just a tad out of sync. You see a nice follow-up by Noel West, because the guys at Mariner know that Ted Dupay always has the green light. He's going to miss and get to the rim, and you've got a chance to make a play yourself.
Brandon Graham checks in. Make that Marcus Mullet. Just came in and nailed the 3. Noel West. Count the basket and a blocking foul.
Here you see Noel West getting to the basket. Here you see Mullet coming to set up. That's a tough one. That's one of those people we're seeing tonight, Andrews. It seems like everyone can score in bunches. And then guys get the ball, and all of a sudden, as you said, all of a sudden you get 7 points.
Mullet hands off to Orloff Civil. Civil's first bucket. Dupay, long 3, in and out. Diaz all alone lays it in. Delvis Diaz. First 2 points of the game.
Nice follow-up by Delvis Diaz. As soon as he gets some size, some more strength to go that size, he'll be a heck of a player for them.
Ernest Graham lays it in. He has 9. Back to a 9-point lead. for Cape Coral Mariner. Nearly stolen by West. It is stolen to Dupay. In the lane, lays it up and in. Dupay has 15. Countdown continues. He needs 10. Josh Klein up and under in the lane. Offensive rebound. Klein. Good work in the lane by Josh Klein. He has 6. Dupay will slow things down. Mariner ahead by 9. Underneath, Mitchell.
Andrew, this game started out at a very quick pace. Both teams, as we mentioned at the top, big rivalry, big ball game. Both of them highly ranked in their classification. But amazingly enough, the tempo's picked up even since then. You can just feel the pace quickening as we go along.
They're going to call a block on Noel West. That may be the young man's 3rd. To happen on offense, turn to your defense.
And here you see Ernest Graham making it happen defensively, catching the errant pass and taking it, as they say,
At the College of Charleston. No good. Josh Klein with a rebound, stolen by Dupay.
Young man has awfully quick hands, Andrew. An excellent play by him. Nice pass.
Good pass. 1 dish, 2 dish, but an offensive foul, and the charge is taken by Josh Klein. Nathan Gabbert had just checked in after that timeout. He picks up the personal.
You know what I like about both of these teams is they're not afraid to get dirty. You know, neither one of these teams is afraid to give up their body to try and make a play for their teammates. And both coaches coach hard. These kids work hard trying to execute.
What makes it even more amazing, Charles, is neither of these teams are really deep. They don't go deep into the bench.
No, they're not very deep, but they're both well-conditioned because these guys just go at it. As you said, Andrew, most of these players will play about 28 minutes in the ball game.
Montanay going for his throw.
Because Mariner will come down and match you 3 for 2. It's not a match. They'll gain the advantage by going 3 for 2 by making a big bomb.
9-point game once again. Graham from 17 off the back iron. Diaz has been a force on the glass. Can't get the putback to fall out of bounds. It will be Port Charlotte basketball. Good crash of the boards by Diaz and by Gabbert. So Port Charlotte down by 9 with the basketball. See the time remaining in this second quarter. Josh Klein races up the court, pulls it back out. Gabbert on him. Now Bowie on Diaz. Nice through the lane. Leighton Bowie with the layup. Leighton Bowie has 13.
Amazingly enough, having a bigger guy on Leighton Bowie is a bad matchup for Mariner because I don't think Diaz has enough bulk to stay with Bowie.
Bowie picks up his second personal. He's pushing Dupay, trying to see what he could get away with. Dupay for 3. He is fouled. He'll go to the line for 3.
Tough situation for Port Charlotte. A couple of times tonight, what they've done is taken Leighton Bowie and put him out on the perimeter, trying to put a bigger guy on Ted Dupay, and that's how he got that second call. And here's Orloff Sybil, who's been playing him most of the night, fouling him on the 3. It's very frustrating for you because you're always taught, the guy's that far out. Let him shoot the basketball. But if you let Ted Dupay shoot the basketball, he'll kill you. For Billy Donovan, he's probably not going to average 41 points a game there, so he's going to have to learn how to give up the basketball, and the best part is he already knows how to do that.
17 for Dupay, and the steal by Teddy. He'll fire from 3. Got it! His third 3. He has 20, and Ted Dupay needs just 5 to become the all-time career scoring leader in Florida. Marcus Mullet is fouled from beyond the arc. And Cape Coral Mariner, that's the 11th team foul. Boy, what a theft right there by Dupay.
Excellent theft, and he didn't get a foul called on the play. Usually when you reach across the body, the ref calls it almost automatically.
Graham, 1 of 2 for Mullet, and a putback. Leighton Bowie has 15. 9-point game.
That's the strength of Port Charlotte is Leighton Bowie, and 15 points indicates how well he can play. They just need to find a way to actually get him more touches, if you can believe that.
Dupay for 3. out of bounds. Well, that's terrific hustle by Leighton Bowie.
It really is. The big fella's awfully active. He's been out on the perimeter, which I've said he needs to be inside more because he has such a height advantage. But he really is active. He can go out on the perimeter and play and face the basket. He can go inside. He really knows how to go after the basketball. 12.5 rebounds per game, Andrew.
Left foot on the end line. Dupay off the inbound. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Josh Klein has it. Nathan Gabbert couldn't get the offensive rebound in the putback. Montenay. Ball slapped away by Jai Watson. Montenay gets it back in the lane. Gives off the dish. And before the layup, a foul. They will get Montenay with an offensive foul.
Got Montenay on the charge. Ted Dupay making a nice play. You see them playing, trading the ball back and forth on steals. And Montenay gets inside. I got to tell you, Andrew, I think it's a bad call. You know why? It really had no bearing on the play. A good play by Dupay putting himself in position. But what he did on that play actually was a good acting job. Although right now he's down, and I don't believe this is an acting job.
No, he got hit by Okonkwo on the inbound. Trying to get...
It's hard to believe he's just 5'10", but the way he handles the basketball, the skill that he possesses both offensively and defensively, this is a young man who's got a great, bright future in front of him. I think anyone who's a critic or a naysayer, they're going to be really surprised at what a great career Ted Dupay has at University of Florida.
Dupay has to come out. Travel on Nathan Gabbert. Just that quickly, Dupay will come back in. And checking out is Noel West. That was a little bit of a gamble there because West, remember, with 3 personal fouls. There's Dupay. So he has 20 points, so he needs 5 to become the all-time career scoring leader. Florida high school history. Trying to surpass Chris Corchiani. Those are the turnovers. 13 in the game, 9 by Port Charlotte. Reason why they're down 9 points. Blocking foul.
The big man, if they make this free throw here, look for a jump defense. What I call a jump or a gimmick. Don't be surprised to see a triangle in 2 right now or a box in 1 trying to take the pressure, trying to put some more pressure on Ted Dupay, or they're going to double team trying to get the ball out of his hand.
Never seen them high, but Okonkwo draws the defensive assignment. Entry pass. Diaz blocked by Whitney, but Whitney will draw the foul. That is what makes Dupay so good. He could hold that ball and shoot and try to get the points, but he looks down low. What a pass.
And he passed it off the dribble, the one-hand pass. The thing that coaches years ago said, don't do that. That's showboating. That's not a good play. But he has such good vision, as you mentioned, Andrew. He found Diaz on the inside. The Port Charlotte didn't know where Diaz was, and he snuck in behind him. And Dupay found him with an excellent pass.
Diaz hits 1 of 2. He has 3. 8 points. Mariner lead. Montenay. To Whitney, beyond the arc is the big man. Now Montenay up top. Driving, Francois Montenay stripped. Trying to save, but cannot. It will be Mariner basketball. 27.3 seconds remain in this first half. Ted Dupay, 20 points in the first half. He has the basketball. Drawing the double team.
There's the trap again, Andrew, trying to get that ball out of his hands, make someone else beat them. They'd much rather have that than Ted Dupay stick a jumper at the buzzer to hit him.
Dupay has the ball. Time remaining. Lower right-hand corner of the screen. Long 3. Got it! Ted Dupay hits the final shot of the first half. He blows kisses. Maybe it should be the other way around. 23 points in the first half for Ted Dupay. He needs just a bucket to set a record. History to be made this evening in Cape Coral, Florida. As you look at a lot of the folks here at the boiler room, and a lot of these people are from Port Charlotte. They are really cheering on the Pirates, and it has been terrific. Andrew Monaco along with Charles Davis. In a half that started out quick, it continued quick, Charles. The pace has been incredible.
The pace has been incredible. Right from the opening tap, both teams have gone at each other very, very hard, and neither team is backing down. Both teams like to play fast, and we've seen it. See, right from the opening tap, Leighton Bowie getting the drive inside. He's the strength of that ball club, and that's what they need to do more of in the second half. Get him the ball and let him go to the basket. And you see Ted Dupay, we talk all about his offense, but he can do it defensively too. Getting the steal, then coming, getting in the inside with the left hand all the way, laying it in very nicely. They're going to love him in Gainesville. And you see a nice cross-court pass, a skip pass, and then a touch pass inside from Orloff Civil inside to the big guy, Leighton Bowie. John Cressy's going to love him at College of Charleston also. Played a nice first half for Port Charlotte. And then here, right before the end of the half, you know, we started to count how far it was, Andrew. 30 feet,
yeah.
no strain. No strain, I repeat. And bombs it in at the buzzer. Yes, everyone, I am very good. You should love me for that.
Give him some love.
You should love me for that.
Number 24 has 23 points. You take a look at the shooting. Both teams well above. Look at them. Cape Coral Mariners, 67%, and they're getting to the line. A little bit of problem, though, a little bit of foul trouble. Teddy Dupay, 23 in the first half. Second half coming up.
But don't be surprised they just want to get the ball to Dupay and get it over with, and then they can get down to the business of winning the ball game, too. A great accomplishment this is going to be for that young man.
Nice entry pass stolen by Leighton Bowie, who had himself a terrific first half. 15 points for Bowie, and he comes up with a steal. Orloff Civil. Entry pass to no one in particular. Turnover. It will be Cape Coral Mariner basketball.
The thing that worked best for Port Charlotte in the first half was trapping, trying to speed the game up even more so than it had been, and keeping the ball out of Dupay's hands as much as they can. But the young man does know how to get the ball and create his own shot. It's a tough thing to do to defend him all night.
Josh Klein on the baseline scores. Klein has 8. 46-37. Dupay beyond the arc for the record. The back iron. Delvis Diaz with the putback. He has 5 points, does Diaz, the sophomore.
Smart bunch of teammates Ted Dupay has. When he shoots the ball, go to the rim, just in case he misses. A lot of times teams miss boxing out because they're running 2 or more people at Dupay when he's shooting the ball. Leaves him vulnerable defensively on rebounding.
Dupay nearly had a steal. Entry pass stolen by Graham, and then he lost it out of bounds. It will stay Port Charlotte basketball. There's Graham. Good first half for him. 9 points, 7 in the first quarter. Entry to Bowie. He catches. Drives back down the lane. Off the glass. Leighton Bowie has 17.
If you're going to play him straight up with one man, he's going to defeat them almost every time. Mariner needs to get more people into the lane to try and pick up charges if he's going to drive from 15 feet out.
Noel West has 9. 50-39. Montanet with the left hand, and Leighton Bowie. Someone else who can bring the house down. Mac Mitchell on the other end. Mac Mitchell, at 74% of his free throws, nails the first and the second. He has 6. Back up by 11 is Mariner. 52-41. Bowie. To Silva. Out to the right side, Louis Okonkwo. Started baseline, angles back to the lane. Montanet, wide open 3, doesn't take it. So top Civil. Entry to Bowie, catches, spins, fires, hits. 21 for Bowie.
The young man has big-time skills there in the room. You see the spin move, we've seen it a few times now, and he has a soft touch when he shoots the ball.
There's a nice touch there by Noel West. He missed the 3, got his rebound, laid it in 11. For West, he averages 23. Entry to Klein, knocked out of bounds by Mac Mitchell.
Remember, West was saddled with 3 fouls in the first half. It's a tough time establishing the flow out of, getting 11 points now. He got 9 in the first half, and he got those in a bunch. Remember, he got that 7 in that quick flurry.
For Charlotte's basketball. Entry to Klein, loose, stolen by Mitchell. Graham has it. Graham drives. Graham with the lay-in. Ernest Graham has 11.
One of the key principles in basketball, Andrew, is that when people are running the break, you have to stop the basketball. That never happened on that play. That's why Ernest Graham was able to go in almost unimpeded to make the layup.
Bowie, unimpeded, 23 for Leighton Bowie. Diaz has his pass that was meant for him, intercepted by Bowie to Montanet. Now Civil. He pays out on him. Okonkwo. Now Klein is beyond the arc. Civil with the drive. Offensive foul. Points for the game.
Came out in the second half with a vengeance. He knows that Ted Dupay is only 2 points away from breaking the record. He's doing all he can to prevent him from getting to it right now. He wants to tell everyone that he's part of the story, too. He's got a future, a good player, and he's really brought his team back in the second half.
Mariners up by 11 with the basketball. Ernest Graham. No look pass to Diaz. He traveled as he tried to gather the ball underneath the basket. Great look, Graham. Diaz points to himself, says it was his fault.
From our great vantage point here, Andrew, we're real close to the team benches, and right now Bill Speck is really working these officials over. He's really trying to get some calls because he feels like he hasn't gotten too many so far. It'll be interesting to see how the next two possessions go because he's either real close to getting some calls or he's real close to getting a technical foul. So, you know, I think that one, he almost talked him into that one, getting a travel call on Diaz. We'll see what happens with the next block charge type of a call.
Civil picked up in the backcourt by Dupay and then thrown out of bounds off the hands of Okonkwo. And every time Mariner has the basketball, Dupay with a chance to make history. Ted Dupay has the basketball right now.
Chance to make history, but he's shown surprising patience. Well, maybe not surprising, but he's shown excellent patience in not doing anything too sudden.
There it is! Ted Dupay, the all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida.
There's the drive on Ted Dupay. We just talked about what patience he had shown and not forcing the action, and that time he gets inside. It's a running bank shot for the record. You know, the one thing about him, the surprise is probably that it wasn't a three-point shot, Andrew, because that's his specialty, but he can do everything.
Ted Dupay will stop the game.
Ceremonial ball to you, Teddy, in honor of your hard work, accomplishments, and in our pride that you're a Triton. Congratulations.
There is his mother,
And to
Mrs.
Dupay and the family, and some roses. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, Dupay.
with his father, Dr. Edward Dupay, his sister Abby, Eva, and Olivia. Another look at the milestone. History made this evening by Ted Dupay.
One good thing about it, Andrew, he showcased all of his skills on that play. Got the crossover out near the midcourt line, got inside, came to a very good fundamental two-handed jump stop, and then used the backboard to knock the shot down. All the fundamentals are on display tonight watching this young man play.
Those are his parents looking on as Ted Dupay hugging Ernest Graham. They will both be Gators. Teddy on the hardwood. Ernest at Florida Field. Football and basketball. Ted Dupay. Move over, Chris Corchiani. Ted Dupay is now the all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida. Congratulations to Ted Dupay. Up by 13 is Mariner. Knocked out of bounds by Noel West. I'll tell you what's kind of special is Dupay goes to Florida earlier in this basketball season in December. Florida played Duquesne. I had a chance to do that game with Sunshine. Jason Williams set the assist mark in a game in that game, and it's exciting that those two may be teammates next year for Billy Donovan.
Nice option for Jason Williams to have to be able to find Ted Dupay on the perimeter because he thinks he set an assist record this year. This guy bombing away, he could really increase them, especially, and then you add in those other guys they're bringing in too.
Graham.
People can shoot it.
Graham misses the three. Loose Montanay. Billy Donovan's got himself an exciting basketball team. Foul underneath. Dupay will pick up the foul on Leighton Bowie. And Dupay goes over and apologizes for the hard foul. Two terrific combatants right there. Dupay, who now has 26 points, and Bowie with 23. Bowie in the lane. Boy, no one can stop him right now. Leighton Bowie is 25.
If you're going to play him straight up, Andrew, he's going to kill you because you have to have someone step into the lane and either force him to pull up or give up the basketball, or someone step in to try and take a charge and dissuade him from driving the lane. Right now, he's driving the lane with impunity. There's no one there who can block his shot, so he has no fear about going in there. Mariner has to drop into the lane to make him give up the ball. If I'm Mariner, I want someone else taking the shot. Make them beat me. This guy here, he's put a team on his legs and totally decided to carry them at this point.
All but 2 points scored by Port Charlotte, scored by Bill. Dupay breaks the double team, and another double team! Oh, Teddy Dupay! Bowie catches. In the lane, too short. Could not have caught that, never hit the rim, would have been a violation. Diaz got the rebound. West, cross to Graham. He'll drive. Ernest Graham is fouled as he goes to the lane.
Here he comes again. Ted Dupay splits the double team out high, and then as you mentioned, Andrew gets inside and splits another team. Has no fear about going in the land of the Giants where Leighton Bowie resides. Makes another great play with a scoop shot inside.
Mitchell fakes the three. Goes off to Graham. Graham in the lane. Back to Mitchell. Now West. Playing with 3 personal fouls is West. Beyond the arc. 3-point shot is short. Graham came up just a little shy. Klein, nice pass on the left side. Okonkwo, double team. Montanay finds Civil. Civil from 5 feet is for an assist as well. 1 of 2 free throws. Bowie with the putback. Now 27 for Bowie, matching the total for Ted Dupay.
We're seeing both of these guys have dominating games. I'm talking about Ted Dupay for Marin. I'm talking about Leighton Bowie for Port Charlotte, but they're doing it 2 different ways. Dupay from the perimeter shooting the bombs, occasional drive, and Bowie carrying it at the basket, an occasional jump shot.
Steal by West. West with the drive, and he lays it in. 13 for West. Back to a 12-point game. Civil has the ball picked. West with another steal. Now Graham gives to Dupay. Up by a dozen is Mariner. Dupay gives off. West for 3. Off the glass is way shy. Rebound Montanay. Done a good job on the glass. Has Montanay. Bowie on the left side. Into the lane. Backs it out. Shows the dribbling skills. Too strong. Montanay offensive rebound. He bulls his way in. No foul. Graham with the ball. To Dupay. Oh, a long 3. Got it! His 5th 3. And somehow 3 doesn't seem adequate. He should get more on that one. Teddy Dupay has 30 points.
All you can say is wow, Andrew. All you can say is wow. There is no limit on this young man's range. He gets his shot. He pulls up. Bill Speck told me on the phone, Charles, we have to guard him as soon as he crosses half court because he's a threat anywhere over that. What we wanted to do was double team, make him give up the ball. They haven't been able to do that very often. Young man gets 1 dribble across half court and he's in range. Okay, the future. But Andrew, one of the good subplots of this ball game is the guy who coached Billy Donovan, the head coach of the Gators in high school, is the same guy coaching Ted Dupay here at Mariner, Frank Morris. And that's a very interesting thing because that's part of the reason I do believe that Ted Dupay thought, let me go play for Billy Donovan because I've already played for the guy who taught him. And one of the adages in life is he teaches you were taught.
Dupay in and out, misses the 3. Down by 15 is Port Charlotte. Had a chance to get this under double figures. Klein loses the ball. Had the shot blocked, in fact, to Graham. Graham with Dupay. Ernest Graham. Diaz with the tap. Now a 17-point game. Okonkwo stolen by Dupay. He'll go reverse. Teddy Dupay has 32.
What else can you show us, Ted Dupay? What else can you show us? He's showing it all tonight, Andrew.
Civil, too strong. Big rebound, West. West has Dupay on his left. He'll stop and pop for three. It's Shorts. And Civil with the rebound. Time runs out on the third quarter. 3 quarters down. 4 quarters to go. Ted Dupay, it's been a terrific night already. The all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida. His team's up by 19.
Serious Sports Surfing. SunshineNetwork.com.
Fourth quarter action here from Mariner High School. Seen a little bit everything, but more importantly, we've seen history made. Cape Coral Mariner with a 69-50 lead on Port Charlotte as we start the fourth quarter. And there he is. His name is now atop the career scoring leader in the state of Florida all time, Ted Dupay. He passed Chris Corchiani tonight. He has 32 points this evening. He needed 25. Dupay is number one, as they say, with a bullet.
With a bullet. And what's interesting too, Andrew, is our president is giving the State of the Union address tonight. I'm glad I'm here watching Ted Dupay give the state of Florida address.
Billy Donovan's union is getting much brighter. And you know, the thing about Dupay, that's not a decision he's made in the last couple of weeks. When he was a sophomore, he decided to play for Billy Donovan. And are those two very similar? Donovan when he played for Rick Pitino at Providence, and Dupay. Klein on the baseline, no good. Diaz, strong work under the basket.
Good work by Delvin Diaz to finish your point, Andrew. Extremely similar because both of them are very smart, heady players. Work hard every minute they're on the floor, and both can shoot lights out from three-point range. I think Ted Dupay knows what's out there for him. He knows the strength of his game, and Billy Donovan's the perfect person to coach him. And we mentioned this in the first half. He can pass the ball. He passes it very well. He's going to get plenty of chances to do that next year, too. And he's so unselfish, even though he's averaging 41 points a game. It's almost an oxymoron, but he is. This young man knows how to pass. It will not be new training for him to give up the basketball.
Basket by Montanay. Montanay with the bucket. He has 4. Dupay in the lane. And he draws the foul on Mullet. Sean Aldershires with Chris Harry. Sean?
I'm here with Chris Harry from the Orlando Sentinel. You cover the Florida Gators, and I guess you're getting pretty excited about next year.
Well, I'm pretty excited about next year. I tell you what, I guarantee Billy Donovan and his staff are pretty excited about getting a guy like this who could come up there and stretch out the perimeter defenses with the kind of shooting he has. You just can't see something like that.
You cover the Gators. What's going to be the difference next year compared to this year's team?
Well, the influx of a great freshman class coming in, five players with All-American kind of credentials, particularly 3 of them. One of them, that kid right there. I'm afraid to turn my back. Like I said, you turn your back, you could miss 6 points. But Ted Dupay is going to be a McDonald's All-American. He's got a great chance to be a McDonald's All-American, and he will be one of the main cogs in the incoming freshman class for next year's team.
Chris, thank you very much. Hey, Charles, you were a McDonald's All-American, right? You ate there, right?
Sean, you got me on that one. I eat there often, and that's probably my downfall. Next year I'll have to put in for a transfer to probably a better health food place.
Indeed. Marcus Mullet gives off to Josh Klein.
And look up at the scoreboard, and all of a sudden you're down 18 points. I'm not sure the Port Charlotte kids ever really realized that. And if things continue to go the way they're going, don't be surprised if Bill Speck has a few extra words for the officials before we get out of here.
It was at one point a 10-point game at 60-50. Now it's 70-53 as 10 of the last 13 points have been scored by Mariner. Bowie in the lane.
Guy, a small forward with good skills. If he can shoot the ball out around the 15 to 19-foot range, he'll be fine.
Long 3 by Mullet. He got it. Marcus Mullet, second 3. He has 7. And who is known for his three-point shooting, Marcus Mullet. In the lane, Dupay. Ken Dupay. Civil. Dupay. And Montanay flashes out. Mullet tries to drive baseline. He's cut off. Montanay with the jumper. Comes up shy. West high for the rebound. West to Dupay for three. Got it, and he's fouled. His sixth three of the night. He has 38 points. Does Ted Dupay. He will try to complete the 4-point play.
All I can do is laugh, Andrew, and I'm not laughing at Port Charlotte. I'm not laughing at the effort of their people, but after the play, when Mullen got called for the foul, he just turned to Coach Speck and was yelling at him, "What do you want me to do? I mean, what can I truly do with this guy?" And you know something? He's right. He's right. What can you really do? You can just play hard, do the best you can, but everything you throw at Ted Dupay, he finds a way to defeat it.
Says a lot about Dupay. Bowie traveled. Leighton Bowie traveled. Mariner basketball. Bowie scoreless in this fourth quarter is 27 for the game.
Bill Speck knows they need some real defense here, some strong defense, a lot of stops coming up to try and get back into this ball game, but I think he's really reluctant to extend full court.
Delvis Diaz has 9. Great look from Brown.
It really was. Nice pass and nice finish by Diaz.
And he has the rebound. Dupay the other way. Has West on his left. Gives to West. Oh, he almost got the layup to fall. That would have been acrobatic by West. Mullet. He has come off the bench to score 7 points. Has Mullet. He goes with the crossover. Stripped. Graham with Dupay. Graham lays it up and in. Ernest Graham has 13. Port Charlotte wants timeouts. The lead continues to stretch.
He's coming back off of off-season knee surgery. You saw the brace that he was wearing. So as he gets that knee a little bit stronger, he'll be more effective for them.
Jason Evans missed a 3 for Port Charlotte. Dupay to West. 15 for West.
And what's great about Ted Dupay now is he's got his points, he's got the record. The game is probably almost comfortably in hand now. He's making sure his teammates are happy too. Nice passes he's made the last couple times down court on breaks when he probably in fact could have taken it to the basket himself. He wants to make sure his teammates share in the night too.
And Noel West certainly is sharing with 15. Francois Montanet nails a 3. There's a 3 attempt by Mitchell. Too strong. Montanet another rebound. Montanet up to Evans. Too strong. Right Ted Bowie. Just in case you were forgetting, Leighton Bowie was in this game. He reminds you with a hello.
And a resounding one at that. That's the second time he's caught it off of the backboard and thrown it down.
What a look by Graham to Mitchell. That is unselfish. Usually it will be Graham getting the handoff that time. Graham handed off to Mitchell for the layup. And Mitchell undercut Bowie. If it is Mitchell, he's fouled out. It is on Mac Mitchell. And he is fouled out of this game. That is personal foul number 5 on the senior Mac Mitchell. See Ted Dupay calming him down. But Ted Dupay and everything that I've read so far leading up to this game has talked about, yeah, the record's nice, as you see. Bowie and Mitchell. Mitchell's wrong place, wrong time. But he talked about the other seniors on this team and how much the record, yes, means a lot. But this senior group, they have played together for a number of years, and them winning, that is what's most important. Dupay's a senior, Graham's a senior, West is a senior, Mitchell is a senior.
When they realize the game's out of hand, they just go ahead and take out their frustration, let the officials know how they really feel. That hasn't happened. Mac Mitchell team up 20 points. He gets the technical. There's a little bit of irony in there.
Josh Klein with a nice drive. He's in double figures with 11. Is the 6'3" junior Josh Klein, who's also a tight end. The Port Charlotte's football team. The running back, Ernest Graham. Trades the pads to the sneakers. Under 2.5 minutes in this fourth quarter.
Mariner pulling the ball out to the perimeter. See how Port Charlotte decides to attack. Oh!
He did it again, did Graham. Diaz's layup was blocked. Up to Evans. Evans tries to save. He traveled. It was either going to be a travel or a step out of bounds. But Jason Evans running the floor nicely. Good long look.
Nice pass on the last possession by Ernest Graham. They just didn't get the finish on the play. But if Mariner's going to pull the ball out now, and Charlotte has the pick he's made tonight, Andrew.
Has not made many. He gets the offensive foul, the elbow. The Port Charlotte fans on him, and he just called scoreboard on him. Pointed to the scoreboard. That was a big smile. Saved by Montenay. Up to Ernest Graham. West is taken down by Evans. Graham was going to give an alley-oop to Noel West, but he got tangled up with Jason Evans, who got the elbow from Ted Dupay last possession. And West will go to the line for a one and
down the stretch because the guys are going to continue to bang. But don't, you know, I think now we have to just get ready for the big ovation that Ted Dupay should get when he comes out of the ball game. Deservedly so. Now they'll look for Frank Morris to go ahead and get someone in for him so this young man can enjoy the moment he so richly deserves.
David Morris down low. Evans' shot is blocked. Rebound by West. Graham on the right. Dupay is there as well. West will drive. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound, put back.
Good job by both coaches getting the young guys into the ball game. The guys who work hard every day in practice and don't get to play much, they're going to get a little face time.
There's Reggie Richardson. Reggie Richardson comes off the Mariner bench for Delvis Diaz. Diaz leaves with 9 points. Second free throw, Watson. Got him. Now coming in is Brandon Graham for Ted Dupay. Well-deserved applause for the Florida all-time career scoring leader. He leads with 38. Under a minute to play, Jason Evans fires the three and hits. Jason Evans. First points of the game. West in the lane with the jumper is short. Battle. Halesworth. He scores. He's on the board. David Morris. Timeout is called by Port Charlotte. They'll call it 22nd timeout. And that will be to get some more people in the Mariners gym on the night that Ted Dupay was going to break the record. And what they needed was Ted Dupay to have a serious off night. Well, we talked about it in the opening. The kid had an off half of 8 points his last time out. So he drops 40 in the second half. So, you know, trying to keep him down for a full game is nearly impossible. And it was just a night that everything was going to go Mariners' way unless there was a disaster. And it did. My hat's off to both of these ball clubs for how hard they played tonight. But my hat's really off to Ted Dupay. And this is the guy that Bill Speck wanted to put in, Aaron Dunham. And you're absolutely right. Aaron Dunham will trigger the inbound. He's number 22. Dunham's on the floor. So is David Morris, Tony Bajardi, Jason Evans, and John Whitney for Port Charlotte. They get to see some action. Same thing for Frank Morris and his crew. He has Jai Watson out there, Nathan Gabbert, Reggie Richardson, Brandon Graham. And right now, Morris dribbling. Times throwing the triple team. 5-second violation. That's a turnover. And Eric Halesworth, who will trigger the inbound. Those are the 5. Wanted to get them all mentioned in this game.
And I'm glad you did, because this type of thing that families appreciate when young guys get to play, because most of these guys don't get to play very often. But Andrew, this has been a blast. And I think it's been an honor for both of us to be here tonight with Sunshine Network to see Ted Dupay break this record. And I'm very happy to have been part of this tonight. And I salute that young man. I met his family before the game. It's easy to see. It's easy to see where he gets, you know, all of his credentials, not just on the basketball floor, but as far as being a great person. I've heard nothing but superlatives about him. Met his family tonight. He comes from good stock. I salute all of them. Congratulations, Ted Dupay. We will enjoy seeing you in games there next year, young man. We will enjoy it immensely.
He gets the congratulations, 38 points. No one has scored more points in Florida high school history as he passes Chris Corchiani. Couple of free throw attempts by John Whitney. Clock runs down. Final score. Cape Coral Mariner with with an 89-67 final over Port Charlotte. Convincing win for the number 3 Cape Coral Mariner Tritons. Ted Dupay. Let the spotlight shine on Dupay. Well deserved. He was put in that spotlight, and it was Dupay who shined. 38 points, and he surpasses Chris Corchiani tonight, the all-time leading scorer in Florida high school history. Congratulations to Ted Dupay and the Cape Coral Mariner. We're back. Florida high school history, Chris Corchiani. But no longer the Miami Lakes product, who played at NC State as well as in the NBA with the Magic. Has nothing but congratulations for the new number 1, Chris Corchiani, on Ted Dupay.
Congratulations on breaking the all-time Florida high school scoring record. I think you are much more deserving of that record. From what I hear, you're a great shooter, a great player. It's a great accomplishment for your team. It's an accomplishment that your teachers, your family, and certainly you have really worked hard on. I have 2 sons back that are growing up, and they're a little upset that their daddy's record's been broken, so you better watch out. You better really pat it at the end of the year. But congratulations, Ted, and I hope you go on and have a great career at the University of Florida, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
And the final total tonight, 39 points for Teddy Dupay. The final total, 3,449 points. The all-time leading scorer in the state of Florida is Teddy Dupay from Mariner High School. We have the whole clan here. We have Father Ed. We have, let's get this right, we have Eva, and then we have Olivia down here at the bottom. First, let's talk to you. A lot of pressure on you tonight. Live TV, everyone expecting you to do it against your crosstown rivals. I know you wanted to set the record, but you wanted to do it against Port Charlotte, too.
I mean, the record, it was in my mind. You know, people kept talking about it a lot, but I think the bottom line is we won the game tonight, and they're our arch rival, and the win is the most important thing.
What was going through your mind halftime? You knew all you needed was just a couple points to get it. Were you just trying to get it over with at that point?
Basically, you know, I didn't want it to come down to the wire, you know, because I knew they were going to stop the game, do that stuff. Basically, I mean, I just wanted to get it out of the way so we could just go on and win the game.
What does it mean to you now that you are the leading scorer all time in the state of Florida?
I just think that, I mean, people are going to remember my name, you know, and you know, I hope that they don't remember Ted Dupay, a great high school player. I hope I can go on and, you know, just be good in college, be good wherever I go after that, just be successful in life, you know. As long as I'm always on winning teams, that's all that matters.
And you really, the great thing about this is you're really close with your family here. You wanted them all inside. Mr. Dupay, Ed, how does it feel to see your son out there setting the all-time state record? I mean, that's something that, you know, every father dreams about.
Well, we have dreamed about it. I'm happy he did it, but I also like the score of the game. I was hoping it wasn't going to be too much of a distraction for tonight's game, and the kids handled it very well.
What's it been like in the household? I mean, especially as the week started building up towards this. I mean, it's probably getting crazy. You're probably happy it's just over.
Well, we really weren't worried about him reaching. I just wanted to keep him away from injuries. You know, he has to score within that 30 to 40 point range per game if we're going to win. So that's the pressure on him, is what he has to put out every game for us to win. And I thought he handled the pressure real well. He has handled all the media real well. We're very proud of him.
My final question back here to Teddy Dupay. 2 years ago, you went to the state finals and lost to Mainland High School. Now you have this out of the way. Is that your next goal?
Definitely, you know, all along, you know, you set goals the whole way. It's like a ladder. And pretty much as a team, we've accomplished everything. You know, we've won our district, our conference. We've set scoring records in every tournament. We put on a good show everywhere we go. And now we have one thing on our mind. That's to win our last game this year.
There's a lot of people back here. I'd like to think they're here to see me, but I think they're here to see the all-time state leader in scoring, Teddy Dupay. Andrew?
Thank you, Sean, and this tape goes to the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. You talk about some terrific history. We wrap things up when we return here in Cape Coral.
Lightning on sunshine. The powers come.
Cape Coral Mariner with the 89-67 win over Port Charlotte. The Tritons get the 22-point victory over their rivals, the Pirates. Teddy Dupay, 38 points tonight. The all-time career scoring leader. What a job by Teddy Dupay tonight. Andrew Monaco along with Charles Davis. There's all that anticipation coming in that Ted would get the record. He would pass Corchiani. He did. And you know what? I don't think any of us who are watching this game are disappointed whatsoever. He delivered everything this evening.
He truly did, and he showed it to us in a variety of ways, hitting the threes, making great drives and getting to the basket. Excellent plays on defense, showing very quick hands and good anticipation, and he still made his teammates look good. Passed the ball very, very well. They're going to love him in Gainesville. We said that before. They obviously love him right here in Cape Coral at Mariner High, and this is a young man who has a very bright future. Great young man. We salute him. We congratulate him. Wonderful night.
Oh, he does have a bright, bright future ahead of him. So does Leighton Bowie for Port Charlotte. Let's not let that get lost out of all this. Leighton Bowie with 29 points, 15 in the first half, and 14 in the second half. He was terrific and a monster around the hoop.
He really was, and because the game got out of hand a little bit, as you said, Andrew, we kind of lost track of Leighton Bowie. But remember, he came out in the third quarter and got 10 of the team's first 12 points. He was trying to make things happen for his ball club, and he did very, very well. They just didn't have enough guns tonight. Hard to combat the forces of a guy who can hit a three-pointer from 35 feet away with no strain, and a big night here, anticipation of the record, and a good ball club.
And I think both of these schools to be people to be reckoned with, teams to be reckoned with when playoff time comes around.
They really are. Both of these teams have good weapons. The tough part for them is something you mentioned during the game, Andrew, is depth. If they run up against a team that can go 8, 9, 10 deep with no real drop-off in talent, that's where they'll have trouble. But anyone who has to play Cape Coral Mariner and realizing that they have to go out and guard Teddy Dupay as soon as he gets to the half-court line, that's a tough night.
Absolutely. Just a ball. We've seen some terrific talent, and it culminates with Teddy Dupay breaking a record and making history this evening. The all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida is Ted Dupay with his 38 points this evening. Let's take a look at our Scholar Athletes of the Game, brought to you by the Gatorade Company. We begin with Noel West from Cape Coral Mariner. The GPA at 3.5, the SATs 1020. Noel West, Scholar Athlete, Gatorade Scholar Athlete for Cape Coral Mariner. And for Port Charlotte, Louis Okonkwo with that grade point average of 3.6. Louis Okonkwo and Noel West, two who know how to balance the academics with the athletics. Great on the floor, terrific in the classroom. Yes, he did it. Ted Dupay, the all-time career scoring leader in the state of Florida, 38 points this evening. Congratulations, Ted Dupay.